In this video, we are going to be looking at percent of change. All right, so some information you need to know first. Make sure the first box for sure gets down in your notes. You're going to do difference over original. Okay, difference means subtract, or the answer when you subtract, and original is the old number. And then I have a note on here. Think of old as what happened first in time. Okay, so whether it's yesterday compared to today, last year compared to this year, this month compared to 5 months ago, whatever it is. Whichever, or if new is greater than the old number, then it's going to be an increase. If new is less than the old number, then it's a decrease. So if you went from 5 miles last week to 10 miles this week, 10 miles is bigger, so that's an increase. Okay, if you went from 10 miles last week to 5 miles this week, now you're going down, that is a decrease. Okay, that's what I mean by knowing whether it's increase or decrease. We'll talk about that in a second. Here we go. So 30 inches to 24 inches. So I'm going to do 30 minus 24, and then the old number is the one, if it's just a problem like this, it's the one that comes first, so it's the 30. So I'm going to subtract 30 minus 24 is 6. Bring over that 30, and then I'm just going to divide. So 6 divided by 30 is 0.2. All right, this is called percent of change. So because it says percent in the name, we need to change 0.2 into a percentage. So it's actually 20%. Now we went from 30 to 24. Since 24 is smaller, we are going down. That means this is a 20% decrease. Now you also may, in my practice sets and stuff, I use the word decrease, but you may also see negative 20%. That means the exact same thing. Okay, so 20% decrease or negative 20%, both mean you're going down 20%. All right, so 75.80 to 94.75. Because I'm just subtracting, I always put the bigger number first. This way I don't have to deal with negatives. And then the old number is the 75.80. Okay, so when I subtract 94.75 and 75.80, that is 18.95. And then bring over the 75.80. When I divide those two, I have 25.25. Move it over 2 spots. That means that this is a 25%. And now we went from 75 up to 94, so it is an increase. All right, a few word problems. We have 3 months ago, Santos could walk 2 miles in 40 minutes. Today he can walk 2 miles in 25 minutes. This 2 miles is kind of like it's extra information, okay? Don't worry about that, because that is a constant. So we're just comparing the 40 minutes and the 25 minutes. So 3 months ago he could walk 40 minutes, now he can walk 25. So we're going from 40 to 25. Okay, so we're going to subtract 40 minus 25. 40 will go on top because that was 3 months ago compared to the 25, which is today. So 40 minus 25 is 15. Bring over the 40. Type in 15 first, divided by 40, gives you 0.375. When I move it over 2 spots, that is 37.5%. Okay, so we went from 40 minutes to 25 minutes, so that is a decrease because we are going down in time. All right, Jake used to have $48 in his account. After his birthday, he now has $525. So he was at $480, and now he's at $525. He used to have, meaning before, and now is like would be after, today or something. So I'm going to subtract those. 525 minus 480, and the 480 happened first in time, so 480 is my denominator. 525 minus 480 is 45. Bring over that 480. And then 45 divided by 480 is 0.09. So when I move that 2 spots, this is 9%. And if you went from 480 to 525, that means it's a 9% increase. Alright, so here are your practice questions. Pause the video and try these on your own. Okay, so we are going from 38 feet to 52 feet. So I'm going to do 52 minus 38, and 38 came first, so I'm going to divide by 38. 52 minus 38 is 14, divided by 38. When you type that in, that gives you 0.3684, and it keeps going. But I'm going to stop there, because when I move the 2 decimals twice, it becomes 36.8%. And it is 8 because the 4 tells you to leave the 8 alone. Okay, in the directions, if you read them carefully, it said round to the nearest tenth. So the 4 tells you to leave the 8 alone. And then because we went from 38 to 52, this means this is an increase. So 36.8% increase. Okay, next one we have 4260 minus 2890 over 4260, since that happened first. Subtract it and I get $13.70 divided by 4260. And when I type that in, that gives me 0.3215. So I move my decimal 2 spots. So it's going to be 32 point, and it's going to be 2 this time because this 5 is telling us to round the 1 up to a 2. So 32.2%, and we went from $42 to $28, so it is a decrease. Oops. Alright, last one. Diego had 36 Pokemon cards he traded with his friends and now has 44. So he went from 36 to 44. Alright, so that means when I do my subtraction, 44 minus 36, but the 36 is going to go on bottom because that is what happened first. He used to have 36, but now he has 44. Alright, so 44 minus 36 is 8 over 36. And when you divide these, you get tons of 2's repeating. So if you write down the first 4, we got 22%. And this 2 tells you to leave the other 2 alone, so it's 22.2%. And he went up in the number of cards, so it is an increase. Alright, this is the end of the video. Thanks for watching.